He said he served in Iraq. And I believed him. Look, I'm not some wide-eyed teenager scrolling dating apps in search of the one. I'm Diana, 67, retired nurse, widowed a decade, and living in a house where the loudest thing is my old coffee maker screaming for mercy every morning. I've got rose bushes outside and a cat named Snickers inside. And yes, I'm the kind of woman who still writes grocery lists on paper and argues with the toaster. So when people say, "Oh Diana, you didn't see it coming?" Trust me, I saw plenty. Just not this. It started like any ordinary Sunday night. The TV was mumbling about healthcare costs, Snickers was snoozing like he owned the place, and I was sipping chamomile tea. Then ping. Facebook message. From a guy named David H. Morgan. Said he was a retired Army vet. Looked the part too, uniform, strong jawline, eyes that said, "Ma'am, I won't let you down." I nearly closed the chat. Then I read, "You remind me of someone I once loved. She had your look, strong but kind." Now listen, I'm not clueless. I've been around since dial-up internet. I've seen scams, fake calls, shady charities. But this was different. He wrote about books, classical jazz, and how he lost his wife 5 years ago. Said his daughter won't speak to him because the war changed him. And I, an old gal with a drawer full of ointments and not much action, I wrote back. Cautiously at first. But before I knew it, with heart. He messaged daily. "Good morning, my sunshine. Sleep well, my angel." Then came the one that hit me square in the heart. "I miss hearing from you." Well, that did it. I dusted off the red lipstick. I stopped wearing my "don't talk to me" housecoat. I even started looking in the mirror again, not to check wrinkles, but to check if I was still alive in there. Then he said he was finally coming home. Back to the States. But of course there was a problem. Said his account got flagged during some Army investigation. Something about improper benefit disbursements. Red tape. Bureaucracy. Diana, they froze my pay. I just need enough to book the flight back. I'll return every cent the moment I land. And so there I was. A woman who counts coupons at Aldi, standing at the teller window withdrawing $1,200 from my savings. The teller gave me that sideways look. "Are you sure you want all this in cash?" And I, cool as a cucumber, smiled and lied. "My grandson just started college. Gotta buy him a laptop." I wired the money to his official representative. Some woman in Nigeria. Why? Because military transfers through U.S. banks get blocked overseas. Yeah. Sounds like the plot of a low-budget movie. But to me at that moment, I was Florence Nightingale with a debit card. Because if I didn't help him, who would? Then it got interesting. My friend Gloria, the one who quotes Bible verses at Walmart checkout lines. She caught wind of my smiley demeanor. "So who's the mystery man?" I told her. "Well, kind of. Just a friend. Retired Army." She raised an eyebrow like she was trying to levitate her whole face. "Are you sure he's real?" You know what I said? "Gloria, I know scams when I see them. This isn't that." This was not that. Because he sent me everything. A scan of his military ID. A selfie in uniform. Even a video message from some dusty-looking base saying, "To Diana, my bright morning light." Gloria did that purse lip thing she does when kids act up in church. "Diana, you're a smart woman. But don't be blind." And I said, "I'm not blind. I'm just giving someone a chance. And that's not your business." That night, I sat with my laptop, reading his messages over and over like they were handwritten love letters. He said, "Just a few more days. Soon I'll hold you in my arms." And I wrote back, "I'll wait. I believe in you." Right there, under my brand new tablecloth, 2 more Western Union receipts. What happened next changed everything. You won't want to miss how it unfolded. It was Tuesday. I was mid-sip on a lukewarm cup of lemon tea, listening to another one of David's voice notes, low gravelly, and smooth like a late-night radio host from the 80s. It's freezing here in Turkey. I'd give anything for your lemon tea and a quiet porch swing. And right on cue, ding-dong. No call. No, hey mom, I'm on my way. Just bam, there she was. Eliza, my daughter, wearing that I smell nonsense face, tailored coat, and more judgment in her eyes than a courtroom on Monday. Hi mom. Thought I'd stop by. Translation? I know something. And I'm about to dig. Something wrong? I ask, playing innocent like a cat that definitely didn't knock the plant over. You tell me. Why aren't you answering your phone after 8? I fumbled some line about falling asleep during Netflix. Didn't sell it. Not even close. Then she picked up my phone. I had left its screen up. Rookie mistake. And there it was. The chat. Who's David? I took a long sip, buying time. Just a friend. We've been talking. Online dating? Not exactly. It's more meaningful than that. She sat down, crossed her arms. How much have you sent him? I lied. Like an amateur. Once. Not a lot. She snatched my laptop, the one where I'd saved our entire correspondence. I know. Why print love notes like it's 1972? But it felt real that way. She pulled up Google, dragged his photo into the image search. Boom. There it was. Stock photo sites. Military dating scam forums. Same uniform. Same heroic grin. I just sat there, like I was staring at a sonogram that said, "Congrats, your heart's been hollow this whole time." Mom, she started gently, and I hated her for it. It's a scam. It's not even his voice. They use scripts. AI? Probably bots. I laughed. Not because it was funny. It was just too much. Oh, come on. We talked about everything. He knows about my surgeries, your dad, the stupid way I like my toast. And I froze. Because every single detail, I had fed it to him. And he just mirrored it back. Like a mirror in a dressing room. One that makes you look better than you are. Eliza leaned in. Mom, you're a strong woman. But he's playing you. How many times did you send money? I tried to hang on to some dignity. It doesn't matter. It was my money. Was it more than 1,000? I paused. Yes. More than 2. Silence. 5. Her face didn't even move. Just that sharp inhale. The kind that says, I'm holding back an entire speech. Then she muttered something under her breath. Can't blame her. I'd be shocked too. But that was it. That was my last straw. I stood up. Don't look at me like I'm some fool. I've lived alone for 10 years. Do you know what it's like to eat dinner in silence every single night? To wonder if anyone even notices you're still here? David made me feel visible. Like I wasn't just some old lady with a pill organizer and a heating pad. She blinked. I saw the fight leave her. I've never seen you like this, Mom. Yeah. Neither had I. I walked to the closet. Pulled down 2 boxes. One had the dress I ordered for our first dinner together. The other earrings. Pearls. He once said, classy women wear pearls. There was a note too. I wrote it at night when the house felt too quiet. I've waited 30 years for someone like you. And suddenly it all felt ridiculous. This wasn't Paris. This was a bus station in the Bronx. And the guy with the I love you sign? He just cleaned out my purse and ran. That night, I deleted the chat. But not before one last message came in. My heart hurts, Diana. Please don't give up on me. They moved me again. Just a few hundred more and I'm done. Please. That please. It was the same one he used the first time. And the 5th. Only this time, it didn't sound romantic. It sounded recycled. This is it. The climax. Everything you've been waiting for, right here. Stick around to see how I took back control. I didn't cry. Didn't rip my blouse like some soap opera character. Didn't collapse to the floor with a dramatic scream into a throw pillow. No. I just sat. Right there at my kitchen table, staring at the wall like someone who forgot how electricity works. Snickers, that cat of mine who never pays rent, jumped up on the table and licked my wrist. I looked at him and said, "Well, Snickers, now we've got a dress, pearl earrings, and a 6-month loan. You and me, buddy." He blinked once. The only male in my life who never promised anything and actually kept it. Next day, I marched into the bank. Not strolling. Not wobbling. Marched. I told the teller what happened. All of it. Every dollar. Every wire transfer. You know what she said? "We can't reverse the transaction. You entered the details yourself." She smelled like mint and spoke like I'd just asked her to rewrite the laws of finance. What if I told you I was misled? That it was fraud? She sighed. It's difficult to prove. Law enforcement rarely takes action unless others report the same person. My inner voice wanted to scream, but my outer voice stayed calm. I exhaled, adjusted my cardigan like it was body armor, and left. Straight to the police station. The officer at the front desk looked like he was still paying off student loans and thought croissants counted as a personality. He listened, kind of. "Did you meet him in person?" "No." "Did he ask for money?" "Yes." "Did you send it?" "Yes." He paused, fingers hovering over the keyboard. "Why?" And I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Because I'm still alive. Because I wanted to feel love again. And because no one, not you, not the bank, not even the big tech platforms, protects people like me." He typed something, printed a report, handed me a copy. "We'll send it to cybercrime. If others come forward, it could become a case." Could. That word followed me home like a mosquito in August. Could. Might. Maybe. But I didn't let that word win. I made a choice that night. Either I'd let this story shrink me, or I'd use it to shout louder than ever. That Sunday, I went to church. And after the service, I marched, same energy as the bank, right up to the pastor. "I want to speak next week." About what? About how I got scammed out of $6,200, and why I'm actually grateful it happened. He blinked like I'd just claimed I was from Jupiter. "Diana, are you sure?" "Absolutely. People need to hear this. I'm not the only one. And I won't be the quiet one anymore." And so I did it. Next Sunday. In front of dozens of people, some smiling politely, some frozen in horror, and some crying quietly into their scarves. I told them everything. No sugarcoating. No, let me phrase this nicely. Just the truth. Yes, I believed him. Yes, I sent the money. But worse than that, I gave him pieces of myself. My stories. My hope. My time. And that's what really hurts. Because women like me, millions of us, we stay silent. We're too embarrassed to admit it. Too afraid to look naive. After the service, 3 people came up to me. One woman said, "Same thing happened to me. I thought I was the only one." Another whispered, "My dad lost his savings chasing a fake lottery win." And even the pastor leaned in and murmured, "My sister went through something similar. Still won't talk about it." So we made a group. Thursday evenings, coffee, cookies, and stories with more heartbreak than cable dramas. But this time no shame. And last week, guess what popped into my Facebook messages? "Hello dear, I saw your smile and couldn't resist. You remind me of someone I used to know." You know what I did? I wrote back, "Dear David," or James, or Tony, whatever you're calling yourself this week. I was your victim. Now I'm your mistake. Then I hit block. Because I'm not just someone who got tricked. I'm not a poor old woman who fell for it. I'm not a punchline in someone's group chat. I'm a survivor. And I'll speak for every single person still too scared to do it themselves. So go ahead. Underestimate someone like me. Just don't be surprised when we show up stronger than ever and louder than you can ignore.